who you are is so precious to God that he only deal with you. You got to realize we was kings on this earth. He said anywhere your foot stand, it would be yours. But guess what we did? We wanted to follow other nations. We said it's cool if I blind my hair. It look good if I put on some booty shorts. Read.
Verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
And he said the people who stayed in Jerusalem, they're going to fall by the edge of the sword. Meaning what? It's going to be a war that's going to happen. Read.
And be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
Read it from the top again.
Verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
So black people went through war before they came over here to America. Read.
And they shall be led away captive into all nations.
And the Bible said that black people was going to be scattered in every nation. That is your slave trade. This is true history in the Bible that happened to black people. He said you was going to be scattered all over the world. Read.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
And he said it was going to be another group of people in Jerusalem calling themselves Jews. This is real history in the Bible. This is real history that you will not get from your Christian pastor because he is getting paid by America. So this is real history, sister. Hey, brother, come talk to us. This is real history. We reading out of the book. Give me Deuteronomy 28. So, he said that all things that are written must be fulfilled. So we got to read back in the Old Testament what was written that had to be fulfilled. Because he said we was going to go away into all nations. Did God tell us that we was going to get led away captive into all nations before it happened? No. He didn't tell us that? No. That's why we must read. Because God is a just God. Everything that he said he was going to do, he did it. Whether you cared about it or not. Whether you believed him or not. Read what you got.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64.
15.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So you know about Moses, right?
Yeah.
This is Deuteronomy. This is the first 5 books. This is Moses talking to the children of Israel right after they left Egypt.
Yeah, they left and a whole lot of other stuff came out about.
Exactly. They left. And this is what Moses gave unto them when they left. Read it again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing?
I ain't never known it to be good.
Exactly. Curse is a bad thing. So he said if you do not keep these commandments, it's going to be curses that's going to come upon you. Because when he freed us out of Egypt, he said all you got to do is keep my commandments. And you're going to continue to prosper. When we was keeping the commandments, guess what? We had King David. We had King Solomon. We had royalty. But he said if you don't keep these commandments, these curses is going to come upon you. So let's read some of these curses and see what group of people did it come upon. Because this is only for the children of Israel. Read.
Verse 16.
How you doing, brother? You believe in the Bible?
Give him a fly right quick.
Give him a fly. Get this fly right quick, man. There's a lot of information on there.
Teach that truth,
Look
brother.
into it, man.
I know we've been going to a war right now.
We finna go into a war that's in the Bible.
Well, we already in a war, but I mean, where they actually some shit's finna happen.
It's in the Bible.
It's finna happen.
That's why you got to know what happened beforehand so you can know what's going to happen after this war. Because, yeah, you can say, there's war coming. You can see that with your eyes. You can tell by what's going on in the world that war is coming. But you know also the Bible saying the end time is going to be wars.
It's in there.
You know that. So the question is, what's going to happen after the war?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows, but it's in the Bible. That's what I'm talking about.
Unless you get all the way that far into the Bible.
You want to hide something from a Negro, what you do?
Hide in the book.
Put it in the book. Read what you got.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So he said it's going to be one group of people. If they don't keep my commandments, they're going to be cursed in the city. Look around, sister. We got trash over here. We got trash, paper plates, trash. We got liquor store.
They robbing everybody.
They robbing, killing, prostitution. He said, curse shall you be in the city. So that's in the black community, right?
You know something else I pointed out and I seen myself.
Uh-huh.
You got a red zone.
You got a red zone. That's right.
You got a red zone and you see none but black people in there, but you see them patrolling.
Exactly. Read it again.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Cursed shall you be in the city. So when you go to the white people neighborhood, what it look like?
Woo. Heaven.
It look good.
Yeah.
You know any Chinese people that live over here?
Hell no.
But they got rice houses all over the place. They got the nail shops all in your neighborhood. But you don't know where they live. Because he said these curses is only going to happen to one group of people. So when the Arabs set up their liquor store in your neighborhood, where they go back to? To their neighborhood. They don't stay in the hood. You never see them come, you never see them go. But they getting money out of your neighborhood. Read it again.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
If you don't keep these commandments, God said you're going to be cursed in the city.
We are $1 million people, but we don't have shit.
And why? Because we don't believe in the Lord. The Lord is the answer to all our problems.
Yeah, you got to put them first before anything.
All right?
Yeah, I put them first before anything.
Read verse 48. You got to listen. All of this is in the Bible. This is what we don't understand.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So because we didn't want to listen to God, he said we got to serve our enemies. Who is our enemies today?
They ain't heard, but they around.
They around, all right. So we going to say our enemies is the Arab. He put liquor all in your neighborhood. They be out here prostituting. You're right. It's not just that. But they are part of it. They part of the people who steal our daughters and sell them over there in their country.
Oh, God.
The Chinese people.
And they follow us around.
You know it. He said, therefore,
I had one follow me. I said, I would shoot you. I'm sorry.
shall you serve your enemies.
I would shoot
We can't look at these people as our friend.
You know
That's
that.
why when the Christian church say all people are equal, everybody come, it's not true according to the Bible.
No, you got good and you got evil. You having a spiritual warfare
All praises, sis.
everywhere.
Get
And they
this
don't-
word.
And they don't see it.
Get this word.
They
Read.
don't never see it.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So who sent these people against us?
You got God,
Who?
and then you got, wait a minute, you got the devil, and then you got God.
Read it
But
again.
you have to
We
figure
therefore-
out which one it is. Because
Listen, sister.
you can be evil as hell, and this person can be an angel, but you got to figure out which one is coming towards you.
Listen, sister. Who controls all things?
God.
So who just said that these things was gonna happen to us?
God.
So guess who did it to us?
He did.
All praises. God is the author of evil and good. He creates evil in the earth.
Because he
The
like
devil
the devil.
has to listen to him.
Yep. He's like, he said, I'm gonna let you rule out for so long. He gonna rule out, and then he gonna let him take control of the ones that, I hate them ones though too. I don't like them.
All praises.
I don't like them.
That's how it's supposed to be because they not for our good. Let's keep reading the Bible though. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
So you want food, you want water. You got to go to another nationality of people.
I ain't doing that.
You got to though. We live in
Knowledge.
America. What knowledge you got to have your own food and water?
Grow your own stuff.
Who you got to get them seeds from?
Go out there and get them. Or if you was real smart, keep what you got since you was a kid.
But listen, you had to buy your first seed from them regardless. We live in a country that we have no rights to. We cannot create or get rid of no laws.
Yeah. But I got mine from my grandmother.
All praises. But that's when we were separate. But guess what? We believe in everybody coming together now. We got fire trucks and police all up and down our neighborhood. He said we got to go to them for all things. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness And in what of all things?
He said, in what?
And in what of all things?
So the Bible say the black man and the black woman, if you want anything on this earth, you must go to another nationality of people to get it.
Yeah, that's in the Bible. Because look what's set up.
How you doing, brother? You believe in the Bible? He said if you want anything, you gotta go to another nationality of people. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
And he said these same nation of people is gonna put a yoke of iron upon your neck until you were destroyed. What does that sound like to you, sister?
Kill.
Sound like slavery.
It's not like kill.
It do sound like kill, because they killed us in slavery. They put chains on our neck. They put a bell on our neck. So every time we ran, they could hear us in the forest. This is Bible prophecy. He said until he have destroyed thee. So how did he destroy us, sister?
I'll put it like this. Everything is basically turned around the same way it was back then. It's coming right on back because these motherfuckers don't want to listen. They don't want to come together. They don't want to unify. They don't want to do none of this. You're getting, what they call it, demagnetized, where you letting them teach you whatever you want to teach them, but you really need to learn this over here first.
Exactly. You need to understand who you are before you learn anything from them. How are you going to teach a people and they don't even know who they are yet?
Yeah.
That's why they put you in slavery and said your history started in the slave trade.
That's why I be talking.